Have you ever wondered how university life is? For some people, it is a place to build your self resilience, but for some, university life is terrible. The various perspectives of university life are portrayed beautifully in one of the Hindi movies called Three Idiots. Being a college student is never easy and effortless as how advertisements used to portray. Three Idiots has succeeded in portraying a part of stressful moments of being a college student. However, in this video, we are going to discuss on one of the most impactful characters with growth mindset in Three Idiots, who is known as Raju Rastogi. Three Idiots is about three friends who meet at an engineering college and go through all hardships together despite having many obstacles. Starring Ami Khan as the main character, Ranchodas who loves learning, and his two best friends Farhan Qureshi who does not have passion in engineering but is pressured by his family, and Raju Rastogi, the only son in the family that is haunted with many responsibilities. Dealing with worries and insecurities make the three of them learn about life. However, everything begins to be more challenging when their college director, Dr. Viru Sahasrabudhe, also known as Virus, is very ambitious to tear them apart, as he dislikes Ranchodas. Ranchodas, Farhan, and Raju are known as the Three Idiots because they live differently as how the other engineering students in the institute. Imperial College, also known as ICE, is stated as #1 engineering college in India, which only accepts the best among the best and inculcates extremely competitive and unhealthy studying environment. With the pressure given by the director, Dr. Viru, the students are made to believe that their values are all depending on their examination results. The issues that are centralized in this movie are the value of education, which heavily influenced by grades. Other than that, Three Idiots also discusses about unhealthy rivalry in study, which leads to creating enemies around friends. However, our main emphasis is about one of the characters that projects very inspiring growth mindset, which is Raju Rastogi. Raju starts with being a person who is very skeptical about everything in life. He is someone who follows rules and very afraid to take risks. The main concern in his life is getting good grades, as he believes that life works linearly. Raju sees mistake as a failure, and he tries very hard to avoid making mistakes in such a competitive environment. Raju begins his journey as someone who has fixed mindset, as he could not tolerate with rejection and failure. However, the question now, does Raju naturally become a fixed mindset since he was born? Let's check it out. Towards the end of the movie, Raju stated that he was a bright student since he was childhood. However, due to fear, it causes him a great deal of deterioration in academic and life. Here, we are going to discuss several factors and rationale behind Raju's fixed mindset on dealing with life. Firstly, one of the reasons is his motivation to study. Having a totally opposite motivation of learning from Ranchodas, who learns because he loves to learn, Raju's motivation in learning is to support his family. Therefore, his main goal of the graduate is to get a stable job. Even in the movie, Raju mentioned that he begins to feel extremely pressured when his family puts him as someone who could end their poverty. According to study, when our motivation and goals are based on other people's needs, we will become more pressured because of certain expectations that have to be reached.
Secondly, other factor that influences Raju's mindset is the surrounding and his home environment. In Journal of Family Psychology by the American Psychological Association, APA, they stated that the parents' education and income influence the children's academic achievement. They also discussed on how parents' expectation on children in a low-income family could be quite unrealistic compared to a middle to high-income family. The reason behind the inequality is because most parents with low income could not provide supplementary necessities, such as private tutoring and lack of involvement in children's post-school work, such as homework given by teachers. So therefore, these parents have little understanding on how to help their children to excel in academic. However, in Raju's case, it is quite different. Despite coming from a low-income family, he is portrayed to be a bright student since he was little. So, what is the root of his fear and stagnation? The answer is the responsibilities as a man, a truly burdening gender role for men in India. The worsening health condition of Raju's father has given him the initial idea that the family has lost one of the sources of income, or in other words, the family's backbone. While his mother, a teacher, has retired. According to People and Life by Jeffrey Hay, Indians usually have patrilineal joint families where they live together with their in-laws, uncles, nieces, and more people. Living in a big family is closely related to their belief in Hinduism. But that's not the main issue. In this matter, Raju's family can be seen to go against the norm of the society, where his family is not a part of patrilineal joint families. We could only see him and his family by themselves. Jeffrey also stated that joint families could help each other in terms of financial matters. However, that is not applicable on Raju's family. This is where the pressure starts. Unlike Kammo, Raju's sister, who will follow her husband and live with the husband's family, Raju will bring his wife to live with him. This means he himself should be financially stable and well equipped with basic needs, such as better house, job, etc., without getting help from any family members. Therefore, his obsession to get a stable job has clouded his real passion on mechanical engineering, thus leads him to fix his mindset to reject failure. Now another question, does Raju remain to be someone with fixed mindset forever? The answer is no. Changes need time. So does Raju. For Raju to change his mindset, it requires him to go through painful experience, including having an attempt to commit suicide. However, along the way, we could see how Raju slowly shifted back to his main aim of attending college. Everything happens because of sincerity. Back then, Raju saw himself, an ICE student, as a burden because he has no time to enjoy learning. However, as time passed, he realized that the best thing to do is to seize the day, that very moment, rather than worrying about something which has not happened. Even one of the Muslim greatest Khalifas, Umar al-Khattab, emphasized that no amount of regret could change the past, and no amount of worrying could change the future. Raju finally understands the fundamental of success is to work hard today instead of worrying about tomorrow. Raju too is blessed to have supportive friends such as Ranchodas and Farhan, who never give up on him and keep helping him to go through college life. Ranchodas taught him many life lessons, and the most important one is he teaches Raju to believe in himself and never be fearful to make mistakes. As the result of Raju's growth mindset, he takes off all his rings, the symbol of helplessness and dependence, when he goes for the job interview. He even declines to cheat on the final examination and would be very glad to succeed on his own by his true capabilities. This shows that Raju has started to believe in himself and he is ready for whatever outcomes he might get. As a conclusion, some people were born to have growth mindset, with more rooms in their heart to accept criticism and failure to grow. But we could not deny that some people build themselves to get growth mindset through experiences. No matter whether we start our journey from being a fixed mindset or born with growth mindset, the ability to change ourselves to become the best of us is what matters the most.